Oh man, I'm on a roll here, guys and girls. Now let's get down to business. I know not very many people like me, but I'm still going to post anyway. Now, I have some very good material coming up here, so watch very carefully as I go into the next episode of my Breath of the Wild series. Now, a lot of theorists have been talking about this faction known as the Order of Champions, but exactly what is this faction, and how will it function in the game? I'm going to sort of dive into this theory today, and look at some different ideas and pieces of evidence from different angles. Trust me, this is one video of mine you do not want to miss. Blue. 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 That seems to be a recurring color in the game. Why is this important? Because instead of wearing the traditional green tunic he always has, Link is wearing a blue one instead, without a hat. Why is this important? Ask a Zelda extremist this same question and they'll chew you out and use some not so nice words while they're at it. But trust me, I'm no extremist. I may be a huge fan, but I wouldn't chew you out just because you want to know why the green tunic is so important. To be honest, I don't know why all these other people were throwing hissy fits over it. But that doesn't mean they're bad people, it just means that they're, well, extremist. Which isn't a bad thing. It would seem that there's a faction known as the Order of Champions, as we would like to call it, and that Link and Zelda, it would seem, are a part of this order. What this means, we don't know exactly, but we can get some ideas by using a little bit of etymology. The word champion comes from Latin and has two different meanings, the first being a winner, or the holder of first place, and the second being an ardent defender, which translates as a passionate defender. I think that in the case of the Order of Champions that the second meaning would be used. So whoever is a part of the Order of Champions has to be extremely loyal to their kingdom, country, tribe, or people, and must be willing to do anything to protect and serve them, which explains why only certain people are worthy of being a part of that order. I think that this role is very appropriate for Link and that he meets all of the qualifications. But Link doesn't seem to be the only one who meets these qualifications. There's also Zora, a Goron, a Rito, and last but not least, Zelda. However, Zelda's outfit differs from the others because hers is lined with gold, not white. So, could she possibly be the leader of the champions? I think at this point, anything's possible. I mean, look at these guys. Everybody thought that they were clearly not Rito, but guess what? So now, we get into the question about the green tunic. If Link meets the criteria required to wear the champion shirt, then why doesn't he have the hero's tunic? The hero's tunic, as you all know, has been around since the original game for NES and Famicom. It marks Link's status as the hero of Hyrule. However...
And this mutual prosperity continued until a cataclysmic disaster struck. The hero and the princess attempted in vain to seal the terror which became known as the Calamity.
Since Link's first mission was a failure, Link cannot and should not be able to be called the hero because he wasn't able to save Hyrule. But because the developers didn't have the heart to take away Link's credibility, they created the champion shirt. But as soon as they did that, they probably thought, hey, why don't we create this high order called the Champions of Hyrule, and instead of Link being singled out as a defender of the people, we can have some other characters be chosen defenders as well. And that's how you get the Order of Champions. Pretty neat, right? But before you all cry because we have to wear this foreign new outfit, listen to what I came up with. The champion shirt isn't as unfamiliar as you all think it is, and it has actually been around since the very first game. For those of you who haven't played the original game for the NES, there was an item called the Blue Ring, which changed the color of your tunic and raised your defense. But the truly significant factor of this item is that it should be one of the first items you obtain if you plan to get as few game overs as possible, and that once you get it, you keep it throughout the entire game until the final dungeon where it is replaced by the red ring. Now that's not to say that we won't see the green tunic at all, but that we may not get the green tunic until the end of the game after Link has proved himself worthy enough to wear it. The chances of the champion shirt being the blue tunic is actually highly probable because one of the things the development has been doing in Breath of the Wild is using as much content from the original NES game as they can, which includes the big hunk of meat. But the blue tunic doesn't stop there. The blue tunic wasn't found anywhere on the Adventures of Link, as far as my knowledge is concerned, and didn't return until Link to the Past. And then, in Link's Awakening, it appeared again, only this time, instead of both the red and blue tunics being able to raise your defense, only the blue one could. Oh, and let's not forget that it was used in the most hated temple in the Zelda franchise. I don't want to put any labels on that temple because all of them will be bad. But, is what all I said about the Order of Champions true? We have less than a month to find out. As great as this game is going to be though, I regret the fact I probably won't even get to lay hands on it until towards the end of this year. So you probably won't hear much about it from me after its release. That's okay though, because I have tons of other material to give you over the next year. Tell me what you thought about the video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want to hear more. I'll give you an exclusive preview of next week's videos. 2 Ganondorfs in Breath of the Wild? What 10 things can we expect to return in Breath of the Wild? Have a blessed week, guys and girls, and I'll be back for more Breath of the Wild content.